Welcome to a 1,000-year-old castle we're going to try and build in Minecraft. Conisborough Castle in Yorkshire in England, part of the United Kingdom. There you can just see a little ditch which has kind of been filled in, so you can just walk straight up and into the castle. But that would have had a drawbridge at some time, so you could defend yourself by pulling up the drawbridge, and there would have been some portcullises. A lot of the walls on the outer part of the castle have fallen down, but the big great tower is in great form, and they've even put some floors inside so we can explore, and I'm going to show you inside. This is the inner bailey. You would have had some blacksmiths, some great rooms, some kitchens, probably a brewery as well. If you like your jogged lintels, tympanums and relieving arches, you'll love the door into this castle. So once you're up and into the door, you get into this place, which I think is probably going to be a storeroom because it's got no windows. And when you look down into this storeroom, you find there's going to be a well right at the very bottom. Look, all the coins that people have thrown into this castle. So a very small room, but a very high ceiling. In fact, this castle is unique by having a lot of very high ceilings and inner staircases kind of built in rather than having a separate staircase. So have a good look around. This is the stage we're going to try to build first. So if you want to build it, I'm going to put these pictures into the description. There'll be a link to find these pictures and you can have a look and measure it. Count the blocks. I've built it out of gold in the pictures so you can see exactly how many blocks are made. We've got a 25 radius inner circle. We're going to build the well right in the middle at the bottom. And this lower room would have been some sort of strong room possibly, or a store room with the well in the bottom. And we need to build up these end stone bricks. So I'm using end stone bricks. You could use whatever you like. Cobblestone, stone bricks would be quite good as well. Whatever you've got most of, I guess. But maybe this is kind of a late stage game build and maybe you'd have access to a lot of end blocks. You can see on the outside there is a little bit of variation in the height to make kind of an extended curtain around the bottom of the wall. But there you go, that is our first level built. Little look around this place in Minecraft, and usually for an English great tower there are no windows, as you can see in this room here. Absolutely miles and miles to go to the edge of the castle, the outside walls. If you are building it in Minecraft and using the plan that I secretly put over there, can we see that please? Oh, it's just out of view. Around the outside, these blocks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a stair on top, and then these ones are 7 high, again with a stair on top all the way around if you're building it. This little walkway up here is how you would have accessed the castle, and then this would have been a drawbridge, something which you could lower, maybe even destroy to defend the castle, and then you're into this corridor here and walking through into this room. So without any windows, this would have only been lit with torches or oil lamps, and most likely would have been used as a store room. And then down here, probably accessed via a ladder. Maybe there was a winch or a pulley system to get up and down. You would have had another room, possibly used as a stronghold for valuables. Would have been very, very secure. Or it could have just been another storeroom. And then again, a well would have been down here for access to water, meaning possibly this tower could have been under siege as well at some point and still been able to hold out with its own water supply. So now we need to go on to the next level, and we need to come along here and make a turn and make a staircase around about here. So here's a really good plan of the castle showing the entrance that we've just built, the wooden staircase just here, and then into this store room again with absolutely no windows, very dark in there. So now we need to build this staircase up here, and it swings round. There's a couple of windows to let light in. And then it swings around into this, the great room, and it's going to have a magnificent fireplace. It has a sink built in. Wait till you see the video. And then, unusually for English castles of this period, there's no tower on the outside with the staircase so you can access every level. In this one, you actually have to walk right across the great room to get to another staircase leading you up and on to the bedrooms. We've got a main bedroom here, and again you have to walk through part of the bedroom to get to the roof. There's not much evidence of what was up here apart from we do think there was some sort of conical roof shape big towers on the outside, a cistern for capturing rain water, even a bread oven up here, and some sort of circular walkway with a room in the middle, possibly for soldiers to hang out, maybe sleep, and servants maybe to operate from as well. So this is our task. Let's crack on with the next level. So this next level here, we're just printing it out. We took a long time to make this, so this is just really a recap of what we have built to show you. We're building up the front door made of spruce trapdoors, and then we've got to build in the staircase as well, built right into the wall. And there's going to be a window kind of halfway up the staircase, and it curves right round to bring us up to the great room. 10 blocks high, that's what this section is. If you're going to build it, here is a plan for you to build it. And then this is a picture of the very top. And again, all these pictures will be in a link in the description. So here we go. We're going to go from the storeroom up to the great chamber. Now, the lords that lived in this great chamber would have had many fine objects and painted furniture, beds and mattresses stuffed with feathers or scented herbs. They would have had colourful rugs, silverware and expensive wax camels. No, wax candles in enamelled silver holders. That's reading from the guidebook here. The Lord could impress important visitors with these lavish items. So a couple of windows on the stairs on the way up. But yeah, all these amazing goods and lavish surroundings would have transformed the cold stone interior into a luxurious room. You can see a sink right here with a little place you can exit the water and flush it out. An amazing fireplace decorated really incredibly above with a heraldic shield bearing the yellow and blue colours of some of the lords that would have lived here. And we've got a window over here. You step up to this window, possibly to step up and over the entrance corridor, I guess. There wouldn't have been glazing, but there would have been timber shutters. And to the right of the entrance door, there's actually also a latrine. So this is coming down from that window. We can see the magnificent fireplace with absolutely incredible stonework. Huge ceilings, really tall again. I guess that's a good place for all the smoke to go. You can just see the sink in the corner. And then through here, we've got this little walkway, again raised a bit, possibly to make room for the staircase that's underneath it. Teeny tiny window, and we're into a 1,000-year-old toilet. Yes, this is where your 1,000-year-old poo, well, hopefully it's not that old, would have gone down there and landed on whoever was playing outside. So back into the main room, and then eventually we want to get over to that staircase right there. Before we build that room in Minecraft, let me take you inside, because you can see the staircase there. This room nicely lit up with torches, otherwise it would be completely dark. Here is the staircase. Couple of little windows on the way up, maybe not in quite the right places, but we did need to take a little bit of artistic license with this build. There's going to be another window just here, and this is the floor. So yeah. Oh, by the way, this little trench here, little sneaky exit for the sink as well, that's already built in. But let's get these walls up and running. So this level has quite a few complicated things to have. It's got two staircase access areas, a little teeny tiny medieval toilet as we saw. We added in a fireplace. Actually, the eagle-eyed among you will have spotted I swapped over the positions of the fireplace and the sink, but we've added it in maybe kind of a servant's bed to this area as well. But there we go, it is complete. So a quick tour of the great room. That was a staircase we just came up from the storeroom down below. We have put a couple of chairs, plenty of piled up wood, and here is the big fireplace. And actually, we have... Could I jump up here, please? We have actually made a way up. I don't know if I can actually climb up that, but we have... Whoa, that was fast. We have made a way up for the smoke to get up and out and join it up with the chimney above as well. The sink is right here, and again, that leads all the way out. These are a good thing to do if you're building a castle. Lightning rods with candles on top look pretty smart. Plenty of chests, a little bed here, probably for some servants, maybe your best helper. And then through here we walk to the 1,000-year-old toilet. So hopefully it does kind of look like the video and look like the real castle. We will, as we go on, still change the order of some of the elements in this place. but it's roughly the same. Oh, here is the big window. Love this. And the shutters would open and close, and it's right above the main entrance. So we continue on and upwards. So we'll take you up this staircase. Here we go. In Minecraft, and then hopefully in real life. So here we go, up the stairs to the 3rd floor, the bed chamber, right above the great chamber. This is where the Lord and his family could rest and sleep. This room would have been lavishly decorated and provided with all the available comforts. A sumptuous bed, embroidered cushions, and a large basin for washing, and even a convenient latrine as well, which we'll show you. So the room would have been heated by the fireplace, which you'll see as we go in, and kept warm with thick wall hangings and wooden shutters. So there we go, fireplace adorned with the carved capitals in the French fashion, and then round to the spacious window alcove, and you've got stone benches, but they would have been covered in cushions to provide a place for rest and contemplation. You can see my shadow there looking back into the room, the sink right opposite the camera there, and there's a projector, and they're telling us kind of the history of this place. Pretty clever. So nice big fireplace. It's kind of slightly filled in, I think, and that's a projected unit where they describe some of the history. But look at the size of the ceilings. Again, absolutely amazing. I guess all the kind of the smoke and the noxious gases from the fireplace would have just hung about above. This is through into the chapel, which opens off the bedchamber, and it's formed within one of the buttresses on the eastern side of the tower to align approximately east to west. So it's a vaulted room, and it is very carefully built to fit the awkward shape of the buttress. And we've got very small windows on either side, very decorated actually. Kind of a combination of French style capitals and traditional chevron carving was the height of fashion, I'll have you know, in the late 20th century. So one of the last rooms we've got to see is the latrine on this level. And these stairs lead to the roof, or you can turn left and it's right through here to kind of the private bedchamber latrine. This is where all your peas and poops would go, flying down there, and you had a little view of the countryside. Alright, so if you wanted to build the last 2 levels, they were both 10 blocks high, just following the same floor plan as below. 10 blocks for each of these levels. So you can see we've put in a very fancy 4-poster bed in the middle, added in a corner fireplace, which actually worked out really, really well, and then added in the ceiling. So we turn away from the medieval toilet and then climb these stairs to get to the roof, which is in a slightly ruined state, really. It's hard to figure out what exactly was up here. What was that space? It's kind of difficult. I think it's a bread oven on the left. Just a little hole there on the left. I had to stop filming here because there was a couple of tourists up here. Amazing view. So let's see the Minecraft version of it. What we've done here is made a kind of a little partition, so you could actually go through here and get to this area here and up onto the roof without disturbing the people who were in here, because this would be the lords and ladies' chamber, the place where the family could reside and sleep. So we've made a huge bed, bit of a token effort with the rest of the furnishings. We've got a desk there. Do you know what? It's really quite dark. I might have to pop a lamp around a few places so you can see. Love the corner fireplace, and again it goes right up and out to the roof as well. So that actually is kind of a working fireplace. And over here is the chapel. Here we go. This is where you would come to pray, and we've made just a half decent effort at the roof. Little alcoves and little windows, and another little window out there as well. And I believe, yeah, that one is not over the main entrance, but it would give you a nice view of the town. Little side chapel here. Again, the little alcoves work really nicely, and aren't candles just absolutely fantastic? Love them. Again, a nice vaulted roof using upper slabs, and then we sectioned off that as well with some shutters, and this is where you would kind of chill out and get plenty of light and see over the city, I guess. And what we need to do is find the door up the way. Oh, it's going to be around here. And this is the latrine through here, which we just saw. This is the Minecraft version. There we go. Poop. And then up the stairs and on to the roof. Wait till you see how complicated we made the Minecraft roof. If you're trying to follow along and build this so far, yeah, good luck copying the roof, I'm afraid. It is too complicated for a tutorial, but I will give you some good views. It's over there. Let's see it get built in a time lapse. So this brings us onto the roof, and the roof originally looked very different to how it appears today. There's a lot of ruined structures above it, but evidence for its structure is kind of sketchy, but it's likely that the vaulted stairs from the bedchamber led to a circular passage at the present parapet walkway level, which I was just standing on, which offered access to a room in the centre directly above the bedchamber, and which was crowned with a conical roof. So I imagine that room directly above the bedchamber was probably for the soldiers and maybe some more of the workers and servants for the lord and lady and the rich family inside the tower. So here we are in a Minecraft. We can go up and onto this level. So if I just fly here, you kind of bump your head. No, you can see exactly where I am. We've got a couple of chimneys coming from the fireplaces in the great room and the kind of sleeping chamber as well. So this little parapet here we've made, you know, you can see out as well. So that is there. And you can also go onto this kind of parapet here. This is given a special name which I can never remember. It's like a wooden parapet on the side of the tower. So that is there. So if we go back to here, I've included a bread oven, also some little staircases which you can climb to get up to the very, very top level, and then you get an amazing view over the city, which we will build. We'll build a city in just a second or two. Let's go back down. There's one more feature I wanted to show you, and that is this, a little cistern which would have water in it, and I've made a little, you know, the water could be caught here and then sent gushing down into there. In fact, if I had some polished Andyisyoda site, put it there. There you go. You can imagine the water just flowing down. I wonder if I actually dare do that. Will that work, or this is going to spill water everywhere, in which case we'll have to run away. That kind of works. There we go. That's the rainwater. So that is us. So we've created this little walkway around the conical roof as well, and little bridges again you can see over the parapets. But this is just the Great Tower. We need a little bit more than a Great Tower, don't we, to make a castle? We need the Inner Bailey with maybe a tavern, maybe... In fact, let's stop talking. Let's just get it done. Tour of what we've made. If you'd like to download this map, it's in 1.20 Bedrock and Java, available on my Patreon, patreon.com/Andyisyoda, or What is that doing there? Or you can become a YouTube channel member, or even check out my website, Andyisyoda.com. Through the main gate, we have this, which is the backside of a little blacksmith down here. So that's a blacksmith in there, all blacksmithing away. And all these builds actually are available as schematics on my Patreon as well. Don't look over there. Nobody look over there. That will be gone by the time the map is ready for download. That's our behind the scenes. Don't look, I told you, don't look. This is a tavern. Love the tavern. Big shout out to Sarasfin, Darksaber and Severide fan Ian, who helped out with this build and helped this little city come to life. We do need to improve these little heads. These are supposed to be beer, so I'll make that beer before the map is ready for download. But yeah, this is our little tavern. Can I escape the tavern, please? That would be nice. It's just a quick... how'd you get out of this place? Right, /top. We are now on top of the tavern. So we've added a tavern. This is a little kitchen. You might recognize it from our cathedral build. That is somewhere where you would prepare food. And again, yeah, we need a floor, because a grass floor is not... Nobody saw that, right? Nobody saw that. Yeah, there's a little bit... Okay, there's some definite rough edges to this place. I didn't realize I hadn't put floors in. Okay, I've got floors to put in. I think that's definitely tomorrow's job. Floors to put in, and then this whole map is available for download on my Patreon. And then this is the castle. I think it just looks absolutely fantastic. Sitting up proud and just imposing as well. So we've got a few paths, trees, stables, and a little church here as well. And we put a little wall around this whole place, and it stands on a nice little peninsula with a little river that runs through. Over here, you should probably build an outer barbican. If you take this build on and want to add to it, you would need an outer barbican, maybe a kind of a village where the poor people would live, the ones that couldn't afford to live inside the castle. And you might want to add in some more kind of accommodation in here as well. That would be probably what I would do. Thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Take care for now. Ciao, ciao. And the blocks be with you.